Hi, Erin. I don't know how much you've been paying attention to the news lately. I want you to be in a good place when I tell you this.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay, so on the 29th of January 2024, around lunchtime, Elmo from the the Twitter social media page Elmo pops up saying, "Elmo is just checking in." Oh, sorry, FMA. Elmo is just checking in. How's everybody doing? And so that went live, and it's caught traction and become viral in the week since.
Yeah.
Words from Elmo they've blown up social media, and the Elmo Twitter base are not holding back on how they're feeling. The poor social media team around Elmo, which we can only assume is one 3-year-old with a phone, has not been handling this well. It has skyrocketed. I think it's become abundantly clear that this is a social ill, that Elmo needs better, and frankly, if I may, that material living conditions have fell to a new low. Instead of laid this at the hands of politicians or the housing market, we are instead now directing at our children's felt character. A Muppet, no less. Have you seen this? Can you speak to this?
No, it doesn't seem the case. I have seen this, actually.
It's resulted in a lot of what people are calling trauma dumping. Have you heard of this trauma dumping?
I have.
Onto Elmo from Sesame Street.
Mm-hmm.
Marital issues, the economic crisis. One says, "Elmo, my man, you been to the grocery store lately? I don't know if you drive, but you filled up a gas tank? You know it's real out here." And I just want to know where the buck stops, because I know that he's 3. He's 3.5 from the other day. It was his birthday the other day. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's dubious in its own way, because like a year ago he was just 3 years old, and now a year later he's 3.5.
Yeah.
Someone's fudging their numbers for sure. I just want to check in with you.
Yeah, I'm good.
So 2024 is going good,
Yeah, I got no trauma to dump on Elmo. It's fine.
and you wouldn't anyway, would you?
No.
Because he's an infant.
No, exactly. He's a child. A sweet baby.
I really want to talk to you about this because I think something's got to change with the way we handle brand accounts. It started with the Wendy's. It started with Pizza Hut and Domino's pretending to be personalities. But what happens when there's an actual personality behind the screen?
Have you seen Ryanair?
Ryanair.
Yeah.
What's wrong? What have they got going on?
Ryanair got a good TikTok.
Okay. And that they're not like they're not messaging Elmo, to be clear. And that they're not messaging Elmo, they're not atting Elmo.
No, I don't think so, but you know.
People are telling Elmo that they're depressed, and he sits in this strange place in culture where it is his job to help children. I don't think he was made to handle this. And it's just gone from one bad thing to another for him. It's not been a good week for Elmo.
I have seen some bits. I saw you tweet Elmo.
Yeah, I've been tweeting Elmo.
Yeah.
He said, if I may bring it up, if I may cite my sources. Yesterday it was his birthday. A lot of friends have been asking, he says, and I quote, "Elmo's doing great. Today is Elmo's birthday. Yeah, baby. Thank you for checking in. Now let's have a party. Hashtag emotional well-being. Hashtag happy birthday, Elmo." It's good for kids to learn about this stuff early, but I don't think the onus is not on him.
Do you think there'll be another Elmo?
How do you mean?
There'll be a new Elmo.
A baby Elmo. Elmo Jr.
To deal with this. Who is trained.
A rebrand for Elmo is bold. It may be needed. Clearly, we've got to retire the character. A few years ago, Elmo had his own talk show, very short-lived. Where was the population then? Ignored it. They completely let that bomb, didn't they? 2020, he was on the news being taught about Black Lives Matter, and his little head, he was trying to wrap his head around it. We've got to get him out of the spotlight. I think there will be another Elmo, but more like how there's always another child actor. Elmo is a child actor of the 90s.
Of course he is. He's 3.5.
It's a culture that's deeply unhealthy. I replied to Elmo, "Yeah, baby."
That's good. That's good. You told him you're well. Paddington responded to Elmo.
Really? Okay. Yeah, what did he pitch in with?
He said, "Dear Elmo, it was kind of you to check in on all your friends this week. I have been busy making a lot of marmalade. How are you doing?" Elmo ignored him.
Oh.
He hasn't responded.
Has there been any beef this year with Elmo and the bear?
I don't think so, but I think this could cause some beef.
That's very on form for Paddington Bear. Like, that sounds like him writing it, not his team, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I would always call Elmo the emotionally attentive, one of the two. Another reply. It caught the attention of President Joe Biden. Yeah, you heard of him? You know him? Elmo is glad he asked. Elmo learned that it is important to ask a friend how they're doing. Elmo will check in again soon, friends. Elmo loves you. #emotional well-being.
We love.
Some people are saying this. The President of the United States, of course, is saying, I know how hard it is some days, Elmo, to sweep the clouds away and get to sunnier days. Our friend Elmo is right. We have to be there for each other, offer our help to a neighbour in need, and above all else, ask for help where we need it. Even though it's hard, you're never alone. So I don't think we have to speculate who Elmo's going to be voting for this year. I'm sending you over a clip now.
What the fuck?
Breaking news.
Coolest. All right. And we are going to have more on Elmo's unique voice on social media on our website at today.com.
All right, let's go over to Al for a check of the weather. And
Not yet. Wait.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh, we love Elmo.
Manhandling, he's grabbing him, he's throwing punches.
Ask permission before you touch people, Larry.
Let's talk about how you're feeling.
They would have canceled the show, Elmo.
I'm going to pause. So a barrier has been crossed here, isn't it? If you attack a minor, you can immediately be charged with intention to kill.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the law views children. Any strike could be fatal in a court of law.
I mean, I'm just thinking, think of all the kids at home. They'll be screaming, crying.
Throwing up. Right, yeah, of course.
Because Elmo has just been attacked live on TV.
I can't talk about America sociologically, but Sesame Street used to be a safe space. And it's terrifying that someone with a social media presence can't even enter, like, the free press without fear of getting attacked. And for what?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no...
Mm-hmm.
He's not bringing much of an agenda. He's come on to NBC's Today morning show to talk about mental health awareness. He's a real advocate for this cause. I don't think that's controversial, politically minded. But here we have comedian Larry David. Are you familiar with his work?
Community?
I mean, yeah, sure. And as you've seen, he has plainly attacked Elmo in front of his father.
Mm.
How do you feel about his father's actions?
He just stood there. He did nothing.
His dad just stood there.
It's shocking.
Let's keep playing.
I can't believe this is why I'm here.
All right.
Larry, you've gone too far this time.
Yes, Larry.
Somebody had to do it. Oh.
Did you hear him? Somebody had to do it. Is his justification for this?
Easier. I'm going to sue him first.
And of course, the apology that followed.
Do you have something you want to say to Elmo?
I haven't seen this myself.
Look at the camera.
From where?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't trust his eyes. I don't like his eyes.
What? Go ahead.
Say you're sorry.
I just want to apologize.
Thank you, Larry.
That's very big of you.
Elmo accepts your apology, Larry.
Thank God. What is
And
that?
Louis, will you drop the lawsuit?
Elmo accepts your apology.
See, there is talk of a lawsuit.
You are such a sweetheart. Thank you, Elmo.
Do you know what?
Okay. I know you are.
We can talk.
Elmo was the bigger man. Reasoning.
Yeah, there's lots of reason on display. And that's probably comes from a good upbringing. Let's just say it. It's Elmo in the room, being the adult in the room, doing the de-escalation. I just don't get it.
Maybe Elmo was suited for this then, for all of the trauma dumping.
Erin, he's not professionally trained. He doesn't have a license.
He seems to understand his emotions quite well. and to be able to be the bigger man in itself. I don't know.
I'm glad he's of a sound mind himself, but it's a responsibility, a social responsibility that's being shirked. The Elmo in my garage, have you seen him?
Mm-hmm.
He's up in the rafters these days.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't expect him
In the corner
to mediate my feelings and where I'm at.
he's a stuffed toy, so
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course.
he's not going to do anything.
No?
No.
Okay.
He's a toy.
Yeah.
He's not real.
That's not helpful. That's not helpful in this conversation.
Okay.
Do you think that Larry David can now get into the kingdom of heaven?
As long as you're truly sorry, then yeah. As long as you repent
And you say this, of course,
for your actions. That's the main.
Do you think he will? Because the apology was made he was still laughing
It did seem
in the
forced,
clip.
but I mean, you don't know. He could have gone home. He could have really thought on it. He could have given Elmo a call.
Sat on it. Yeah. I mean, of course, we don't want to speculate. We don't know these people. There's very likely
We don't know what happened beyond the camera.
No.
So.
They could have history in the industry, to be honest. But
yeah, this is true.
One team, I assume, has talked to another. What do you think of his motivation?
I don't know. I really don't know what would make someone attack a child. So
on air.
I couldn't. Yeah, on air. It's shocking, and honestly, it's such bad PR.
This is what I've been saying. Well, the Sesame Street brand for Elmo, I mean, it's never been smooth sailing. Even back in the 90s, there was an anti-Elmo sentiment. But I was watching a Vietnam documentary last year, and there was a surprising amount of Elmo footage in it.
Really?
I'm mistaken. It was a Sesame Street documentary that had a lot of Vietnam in it.
Oh, well, still, really?
Yeah. Yes. So I can't think that did much for the brand.
I mean, it's like Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse was everywhere during the war, so...
Elmo shouldn't be anywhere near the war. Optically, I think I'll link you to one more video. If that's... Okay. Now, I haven't seen this myself. It's starting to make me think... It's reminding me of something else. Remember when Kermit was going through his own social media difficulties back in circa 2015, 2016?
No, you'll have to remind me.
There are a number of internet memes.
Oh, yes.
Such as Kermit falling out of the building.
Evil Kermit.
Kermit sipping on tea.
Kermit sipping tea.
And he had the Muppet show at that time. Muppets Live or Muppets Tonight, whatever the fuck that Sky show was. And in that, he had a very public... paparazzi-focused breakup with Miss Piggy, his partner at the time.
What's your question?
Because there has not been a Muppet theatrically released Muppet movie since those events.
I mean, I love the one where he's dancing, I'm not gonna lie.
Kermit dancing.
Where he's vibing. Do you know the one?
No.
Oh, it's great. He's doing a little shimmy with his arms, and he's shimmying down with his legs. That one's really... He's
kind of like making shapes, cutting shapes, kind of.
Yeah, but it's smooth. It's slow. It's a bit jazzy. Like, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I must dig this up. Then, of course, I mean, it's almost it's unglamorous to get into. There was that video.
Where he yeeted?
No, Kermit and Elmo were caught on camera trying to stage a break-in a few years ago.
Oh, of course.
That did make the local news. I can't even imagine where that fits into this. Some people believe that was staged. That was a staged video.
I don't know what was going on. I think that they were led down the wrong path.
You think there's organised crime going on in Sesame Street?
I don't think it's in Sesame Street per se. I think they've been led wrong by their handlers.
Right, okay.
And
do they share an agency?
Yeah. And I think they've come back from that. They don't do that anymore. Everyone has a period in their life that's not
for the paper. It's not for the papers. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. is touted to win Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars this year. Where would we be in a world that didn't forgive?
Yeah. No Oppenheimer.
Well, a slightly different version of Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Right.
Where without Robert Downey Jr., yeah.
Total tangent. What was your favourite part of Oppenheimer? Got to ask.
The bomb.
When it went off?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
Oh, now I've seen you've sent over the gif of Kermit doing his little boogie, his little jive.
Mhm.
I'll put it up on the screen now for the viewers at home. Larry David has come out and on the late night show with Seth Meyers talking about the incident further. The trial is happening in the court of public opinion. Nothing can be done about that.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah. Elmo was talking. Yeah. Okay. I was waiting to be interviewed. And Elmo was going on about mental health.
He's mocking him.
And I had to listen to every word, and I was going, oh my God. I don't think I can take another second of this. And so I got off my chair, and I approached him, and I throttled him.
Can't believe this.
But he's been given a platform.
I would do it again.
He said he'd do it again.
Aaron, calm down. Why has he even been invited onto this set? That's the mystery to me.
These shows, you pre-plan what you're talking about, and he's come on.
He's had time to talk with his PR people. Come on.
I think, who's the guy? Seth Meyers? I think he needs to be cancelled for having him on his show, to be quite honest. Like, that's shocking.
There has to be a limit, there has to be a standard, and there has to be a line in the sand. I bet you now, that stage is swarmed by security.
I think they had a fake audience, because anyone in that audience would have gone for him.
Yeah. Okay.
This is actually in the news, oh my god.
Yeah. People have been talking about it. I'm very surprised you haven't got up with it all. What do you expect to see next as the drama unfolds?
I mean, surely it's cancelling, right?
You do it because there's any build up. It's just cut and dry.
I mean, what more? Like, he apologized. He didn't mean the apology. Now he's saying he'll do it again.
He's playing to the fake audience there, isn't he? He's going to wind up on some far right news show as
It's shocking. It's shocking.
That's the career trajectory he's clearly going for. I would not personally myself associate Elmo with the wokerati, but it's very clear that he's been scapegoated as if he is such. No, yeah, thank you. Yeah, 15 hours ago, he tweets, best birthday ever.
I'm glad he had it.
Thank you for making Elmo feel so special. Elmo loves you. Hashtag happy birthday, Elmo. Which is a bit forced, the hashtag.
I don't think so.
Elmo does run this account with the help of Elmo's mummy and daddy. That's what it says in the description. It's a family business, clearly. And here's the thing. Larry David doesn't have the responsibility that Elmo has had since his birth.
Did you know the other Sesame Street characters got involved?
Oh yeah, okay. Who spoke out?
Grover.
Yeah.
Grover. I'm here to be a good listener whenever you need it.
Yeah.
Rosita, which I'm not going to read because it's in Spanish.
And filled with racial slurs.
Oscar the Grouch.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm not great at listening to others share their feelings, but my worm Slimy is. You should talk with him if you ever need a chat.
Okay, that's something. That's nice, actually.
Abby Kadabi.
You might remember that Elmo and Abby Kadabi had a very public falling out back in 2012.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, The Rock.
So people can't speak to that at this time.
She quote tweeted, she said, stop by my garden if you ever need a reminder of how magical you are.
Okay.
Cookie Monster. Me here to talk it out wherever you want. Me will also supply cookies.
Now, see, it's starting to feel very put on and staged to me. They only want to be seen to be helping. How many of these people actually showed up to Elmo's birthday yesterday? His little birthday party where he tweeted out, "Woo, let's party." I'll tell you who. Rubber Ducky. Grover. Big Bird.
Have you seen the drama going on with Big Bird? Big Bird is now tiny. So, Big Bird tweeted on the 24th of January. Does anyone know how to make me Big Bird again? Day 2 of being tiny. Does this mean that I am now just bird? Has anyone figured out how to help me? Hashtag help Big Bird. Day 3 of being tiny. I was able to get to Hoppers, but Baby Bear didn't see me. Do any of you have any suggestions on how I can get big again? Hashtag help Big Bird. Sorry for the late update, friends. I was able to ask this nice bug for a ride back to my nest, but still no idea on how to get big again. Maybe I should ask for some help from grown-ups in government or college.
So when Elmo is saying, like casually putting out there, how's everyone doing? He's not addressing the elephant in the room. And by the elephant, I don't mean Mr. Snuffleupagus. I mean small, big, miniaturized, large bird. What's happening down there? You heard about this Nicki Minaj drama?
No, yeah, but no. I'm over all the drama.
It is interesting how quickly culture decided being mean to Elmo here isn't the joke we all think it is. So maybe there is hope. Maybe there's time to change and turn around.
Yeah, I hope so. And I hope we realise the people that we're hurting.
Take care.
You too.